What's going on, guys? It's Mr. DEBT Joe Lorick from the Money Etiquette Group, and I want to talk about the Samsung Fold, the $2,000 phone/tablet. That's right, we have our first released foldable tablet that turns into a phone. Not a phone, or you can say a phone that turns into a tablet. So don't think that the way you use this phone is like our old flip phones where we can use the phone and we can close it because it's foldable. It's not that type. Actually, more phones are coming out that way, but this is just a way for your cell phone, your smartphone, to turn into a tablet more easily. And then when you're done, you can compact it to a smaller size. So that's a good feature. I hear all that. Plus, on top of that, I know it's going to have 6 cameras and it's going to have nice glitz and glimmer. I mean, it's going to be a nice phone, right? And a nice tablet. However, I think it's an introductory type of technology. I don't think that the folding phones with smart screens and smartphones are quite where they should be yet. And I don't know if I'm paying $2,000 for it, but I want to talk about paying $2,000 for it. I want to talk about the price, okay? Because the Samsung S10 that's coming out is going to be just under $1,000. So we're talking about a roughly twice the price, or a little more than twice the price of the Galaxy 10. And most people aren't paying $2,000 for a cell phone, especially when we look at the numbers and know that most households in the United States make on average total household income about $70,000. And I'm not talking about one person, I'm talking about the total household. So, I mean, most people don't even pay $2,000 in rent or mortgage payments per month. So this is a lot of money going out for this technology, this beginner technology. And I wonder, I mean, is it really that feasible? I mean, I'm not saying that some things aren't worth paying $2,000 for, but is this particular product worth $2,000? I believe you could buy one share of Amazon stock for about $1,600 right now. You could get 45 shares of Samsung for the same price. 45 shares of this company that you believe in. You know how it's Team Samsung versus Team Apple? Well, you could be team partial owner of Samsung on a small level, but nevertheless, 45 shares is pretty good. If you believe that Samsung is coming out with great technology, they're ahead of the curve, Apple is still trying to catch up as they always do with Samsung. If you believe in the company, instead of buying this particular phone, you could get 45 shares of stock. What are you going to use the phone for? A lot of people use Instagram and Facebook. You could get 10 shares of Instagram or Facebook for less than $2,000. Most people, their car loans or their auto loans are $20,000 or less. So you could pretty much take care of 1/10 of your car note or of your balance on your car loan. You could pay bills. You could pay partial tuition for, not partial, that's not. Now, college costs a lot more than that. You could pay a month of rent. You could pay a month of mortgage plus some. You could add a car note. You could pay off your insurance. There's so much you can do with $2,000. Now, there are people who can afford it. So, of course, this is not who I'm speaking to. If you can afford it, so be it. Maybe it's worth it to you. But even if you can afford it, I'm still saying, is it worth it as opposed to getting 10 shares of Facebook and Instagram or 45 shares of Samsung, or even 1 share of Amazon? A company that we know is not going away. Okay, within the next 10 years, Amazon's not going to be out of business. So what is it worth to you? Is it going to look the way you want it to look? On certain shots I've seen where you still see a line down the middle where it doesn't necessarily align perfectly together at times. Is it going to disappoint? I think a lot of people might be disappointed by this product, especially after they spend $2,000. But of course, I know some people like to be the first to get something. Here's what I'm going to be first in line to get. I'm still waiting to pull up when these phones can project holograms. That's right. I want a holographic phone. If Samsung was telling me that the Fold could produce a hologram, I'm buying it. $2,000, yep, I'm buying it. But that's me personally. I need holograms. I've been waiting. Look, the movies have predicted this would be here by now. We've seen it. The technology's out there. Heck, concerts have been done with holographic projections of dead stars. I want my holograms, y'all. All right, Samsung, I want my hologram. Apple, I want a hologram. I'm a Samsung, but nevertheless. All I'm saying is, yeah, for me, that's what I would pay $2,000 for. I would. Some people, maybe it's this folding phone tablet. But I want to know from you guys. I want to know, is this something that you're willing to pay $2,000 for?